Finally, we've got brand new rumors about Battlefield 5, and I think we'd all agree that's probably one of the most anticipated games of 2016, no doubt. Now, this rumor likely holds some truth to it, actually. I'm going to break it down, even if some of it doesn't actually pan out in the future, and I'll explain that in a moment. Previously, we heard about a World War I Battlefield, which you can find a link to that rumor in the description below. It's an interesting one, definitely, and one of the most intriguing ones by far. So hello there, my fellow Open World gamers. What's up? It's Robbie with Open World Games, and you may have noticed I have been quite absent here on Open World Games. Blame borderline pneumonia. I have been sicker than a dog, so thank you guys so much for your patience and coming back to Open World Games and watching my videos. I'm so sorry that I was that inactive, but we're going to dive into this rumor. So this comes from a user on NeoGAF who posted some pictures of Battlefield 5, which rumors the game will be revealed at EA Play on June 12th. The game is rumored to be possibly called Battlefield 5 Eastern Front, though I think that this part is not true and that won't be the title at all. What is intriguing about the rumor, though, is the EA Play bit. This is actually a thing. EA is foregoing E3 this year and instead making their own event called EA Play, centered more towards fan interaction and a more personable experience on the show floor. And it will be held June 12th through the 14th, which does align with this rumor, so expect big reveals there, including anything Star Wars related, which I'll be covering over on Star Wars HQ. In fact, expect Battlefield 5 to have a huge presence there as well. Now, the user goes on to post an outline of what to expect from Battlefield 5 according to this pamphlet, including a war against the Russians on the European front, including Kyiv, Vilnius, Minsk, and Tallinn. Now, those are the European cities, and I probably just butchered some of those names, so I'm sorry about that, but I tried. Where the rumor takes a bit of a detour off the tracks and clearly crashes and burns is when they show the upcoming DLC plans. I don't think any game would reveal their DLC plans on day one like this at all. It is something that's actually frowned upon by, basically all of the gaming communities out there. And I think it's just too early for them to be talking about DLC unless they reveal they plan to do like free DLC like Rainbow Six Siege or something like that. Now, what's interesting about the rumor is it's going against the previous leak that Battlefield 5 would take place in World War I. So we've heard we could be offered several different settings for Battlefield 5 so far. World War I, a futuristic Armageddon-type setting, which, by the way, has been all but debunked. And this one about a war on the Eastern Front. Honestly, I really wouldn't be surprised if Battlefield 5 did head to the past. It's about time. And I wouldn't be surprised if Call of Duty did a World War II themed game this year. The rumor about World War I is so interesting because it comes from a legit retailer. And interestingly, it was immediately pulled. So we'll see if it's World War I or not. Now, another NeoGAF user goes on to claim to have inside info, that alongside Battlefield 5's announcement, we would see a beta. This wouldn't come as a surprise at all, since Battlefield 4 had a beta, of course, as did Battlefield Hardline. In fact, if you remember, Hardline announced its beta on the show floor, which was a very nice treat, and you can instantly play it right then and there the moment it was announced, so it would be cool if they did that for Battlefield 5. Question is, what would you guys like to see from Battlefield 5? A modern day setting, futuristic setting, or something in World War I or World War II. Only time will tell what we actually get, but Battlefield 5's announcement is fast approaching, you better believe it. It's time, guys, to get excited because Battlefield 5 will be here, and I cannot wait for it because, with Battlefield 4, DICE and EA have been extremely kind with their support post-launch with Battlefield 4. I mean, they've offered a steady stream of high-quality DLC content as well as free updates, and I would really like to see the return of the community test environment to Battlefield. I really do love that feature, and I hope they implement that more and more into, the console versions of the game. But guys, stay tuned here to Open World Games for more Battlefield 5 and Open World Gaming goodness. And again, thank you guys so much for being patient with me. I'm sorry I was so absent, but man, oh man, I got really sick, and I am still recovering. It was crazy. But thanks, guys. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you later.